Welcome to the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Piston Cup Brickyard 400. I said this track is historic because this is one of the oldest tracks in the United States, where many racers from across the globe will race at this high-speed track. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Steve LePage in his first pole start of the year with Phil Tankson trying to break that 47 winless streak. In row 2, Daniel Suarez, last week's runner-up finisher at Las Vegas, with Lightning McQueen having the same objective as Phil Tankson. In row 3, Carl Reeves in the 86 AMD car in his first Brickyard 400 with his teammate Colin Bargan in his second Brickyard 400. In row 4, Cal Weathers with Jackson Storm. In row 5, Bubba Wheelhouse trying to show off his talent with Cruz Ramirez, last year's winner, trying to rebound after an abysmal race at Las Vegas. In row 6, Ace J. Hollis with Ryan Laney. In row 7, Bobby Swift with the series champion, J. McPillar. In row 8, Brandon Powercar, last week's winner at Las Vegas with Brian Spark, the last Indy Road Course winner in 2023. In row 9, Conrad Camber trying to steal a win from the field with Shane Van Gaskenbergen in his first Brickyard 400. In row 10, Master Dragon 4000 trying to improve at this track after finishing 17th last year, with Chase Racelot trying to stay in the ground for 2 weeks in a row after flipping at Iowa and almost going over at Las Vegas. In row 11, Todd Marcus, who wrecked during practice with Ed Truncan in the 33 Mood Springs car. And starting in row 12 are Terry Cargass and Rich Nixon, who fell off the pace during qualifying. Our weather for this evening is a cool 64 degrees Fahrenheit with 16 mile/hour winds from the south and cloudy skies like last week in Las Vegas. Here's our race analysis: 8 laps, 20 miles around the 2.5 mile track with 9 degrees of banking in the turns, and pit road speed has been cranked down from 55 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour due to safety issues. The pace car is off to the pits while 24 cars are trying to win and miss the brakes at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Here we go, the green flag is in the air and the Brickyard 400 is underway. Steve LePage is leaving a huge gap against number 28 and 99 of Daniel Suarez, including the rest of the pack. At this track, you don't want to just stay on the throttle for too long, because once you enter the turns, you're going to have to let go. Otherwise, you're just going to be hitting one of those safer barriers or some of the unprotected walls. This track was the first one to have safer barriers because after 2001, with the horrific crash in the Daytona 500, they started testing out safer barriers in 2002 in the Indy 500 and the NASCAR Brickyard 400, and it worked. So they decided to add safer barriers around the track, and Steve LePage will lead the first lap of the Piston Cup Brickyard 400. And also drafting will be important. Then Chase Racelot turned to number 4, J. McPillar. He hits the outside wall and he brings out the first caution of the day. Last year he finished 13th. Well, that's kind of whack for a champion like him. Here's a look what just happened. When they entered turn 1, Chase Racelot decided to make contact with the 4 and then spin him out. The 9 just went down, including the 88 and the 33. And McPillar, that was a hard hit to the safer barrier. As I said, these walls were made as a little test subject, but it would just reduce the impacts of the hits. We'll be right back since Chase Racelot and Jamie McPillar bring out the first caution of the evening. Welcome back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Piston Cup Brickyard 400. We're ready to go back green next time by. The lights are off the pace car, and Steve LePage was able to lead 4 laps, and unfortunately we're not able to go through the halfway jam because we were supposed to go through it right now, but instead we had a early caution, so that sucks to not have the halfway jam. Listen to the cars just fly by the track. Anyways, we're about to restart double foul, so Steve LePage will go to the inside and Phil Tyson will go to the outside. Going 2, 3, 4 wide at this track is not a good idea because the turns and the straightaways are pretty narrow. So it's not like your typical speedway like Florida, Talladega, or one of the mile-and-a-half tracks that we have. So you're gonna have to watch out and make sure your move is correct or not. And you gotta make sure you better not wreck your opponents, otherwise they might retaliate against you. The pace car is off the pits. Meanwhile, Steve LePage and Phil Tyson will lead the field back to the green flag. Here we go, the green light is activated and we're back to racing here at Indianapolis. Phil Tyson is now in high command here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Bubba Wheelhouse trying to show off the hidden talent that he has because he randomly won 2 races last year at Darlington and Nashville. And also he won at Iowa a few weeks ago. Phil Tyson is trying to break that 40-plus win streak, and Rich Mixon slammed the wall and made contact with J.E. McPillar. McPillar probably turned him, and then they almost brought out the caution again. Hopefully that does not turn into a demolition derby. Here's a look what just happened. McPillar made contact, hit the 36, and then the 36 almost slammed the inside wall. That's a nice background for the side-by-side screen. Anyways, back to full screen racing. Phil Tyson's gonna lead with 2 more laps to go right here. He is trying to win this race and possibly kiss the bricks. Well, every race winner at Indianapolis will kiss the bricks. Here's the number of Paul Reeves. Right now he's currently sitting like around the 7th position. Now he's in 5th place, 6th. Now he passes his teammate Colin Bargan. They're still side by side, Colin Bargan and Carl Reeves. And here's what I was talking about earlier about the turns. You actually let go of the throttle right here because we don't want to go pounding into the wall. And J.E. McPillar gets turned by the number 36 of Rich Mixon. And Rich Mixon, that's a hard hit to the wall. If that was intentional, Rich Mixon's going to be pulled over. Or if it was some slight contact, they'll still race. Here's a look what just happened. Well, I was talking about the Carl Reeves. That's what happened. Rich Mixon retaliated against the number 4 J. McPillar. It's probably from that lap 6 incident. And Rich Mixon just stayed into the wall. He couldn't have drove back. Well, safety has gone a long way in auto racing. Well, these steel and foam walls have reduced the impact for the 36 of Rich Mixon and the 4 J. McPillar. Like right there. If this was before safer barriers, that could have gone a different way. Here's now more J. McPillar. That is absolutely unacceptable. Why would you do that? We'll be right back since J. McPillar and Rich Mixon bring out the second caution of the evening. Welcome back to the 2025 Brickyard 400. We're ready to go back green next time by. The lights are about to turn off the pace car. Meanwhile, Carl Reeves and Cruz Ramirez are heading to the pits. Cruz Ramirez has a tire going down, and Carl Reeves said that his fuel injector is broken, so he won't be able to finish the race. That's his first DNF of the season now for the 86. And he's the points leader. That might put his position in being in first place in jeopardy. And Cruz Ramirez, that might not hurt her a bit from trying to enter the 10 racer championship. Yeah, 10 racers make it into the championship by points. Cruz Ramirez is back to the track. Anyways, we're gonna have a green-white checkered restart, aka overtime. So if the leaders get the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Doesn't matter if it's a caution or the checker flag. If the car's wrecked before the leader gets the white flag, we're about to restart again. Again, hopefully things don't go the other way like they did. Last week at Las Vegas, we had an overtime restart and it ended in a bunch of smoke and tire rub. So Steve LePage tried to win the Brickyard 400. It will be Phil Tankson trying to break his long winless streak. They're restarting side by side, so Phil Tankson will go to the inside and Steve LePage to the outside. Not that much passing for this race, but everybody starts wrecking and destroying each other. That is not good. Just on wrecking and destroying each other. You're going to make yourself an embarrassment into the entire public. The pace car is off to the pits. Meanwhile, Steve LePage and Phil Tankson will lead the field back to the green flag. Who's going to win the Brickyard 400? Overtime restart number 1 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Steve LePage is back in first place. Now he's trying to go away from number 20 of Phil Tankson and number 95 of Light McQueen. Light McQueen is trying to win a race since he has not won since July of 2024 at Chicago. Meanwhile, Colin Barton is trying to draft with the number 95, including Master Dragon 4000, drafting with his teammate Colin Bargan. Now here they go into turn 3. They're still trying to battle for the race win. Phil Tankson is just dropping a bunch of speed. Yeah, he sure is probably going to not win this race. It's still going to be a good run for the number 20 and trying to get to the final 8 races of the season, trying to win a championship. Will he get the white flag this time? Yep, the white flag is out. One more time around here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Steve LePage is running away with the race lead. If the caution comes out, the race is over. Here's the number of Light McQueen to see how far the number 20 and the 34 are. Like last week when Chase Racelot wrecked the entire field, once the yellow light is activated, the race is over. So whoever's up in first place is the race winner. Well, it doesn't matter for Steve LePage if he wins their caution or not. Now, coming out turn number 3 and entering turn 4 for the final time. Last year, Steve LePage has won the 2024 InsureCare 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. Now, into the front straightaway, Steve LePage is going to win the 2025 Brickyard 400. With Phil Tankson, the runner-up winner, with Light McQueen, Master Dragon 4000, and Colin Bargan. Congratulations to Steve LePage for winning the 2025 Piston Cup Brickyard 400. Wow, what an upset win for number 34. And Master Dragon 4000 and Colin Bargan finished 4th and 5th as teammates. Well, too bad Carl Reeves wasn't in this because his fuel injector just broke. Here are the official results. Lightning McQueen is the fastest car today with a lap time of 50.653 seconds. He will earn that bonus point for the quickest lap of the evening. Next week, we are racing at Martinsville Speedway for the Easy Idle 500, starting Wednesday, March 26th at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Candy Cat Nerd 27, signing out.